Hey guys, it's Beth, or Waffles Made in a 04, and today I'm going to be doing 10 tips to help you survive school, or 10 back to school tips that I think are really useful. And if I had known when I was going through middle school, I would have probably done a little bit better. But this isn't just for middle school, this is for like elementary school and even for high school. I'm going to be a freshman in high school, in case you didn't know. I go back to school in 3 days, so I'm really excited, but I also want to get it through as much of my back to school series as I can. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so tip number 1 that I have written down is be yourself. I know that can be really hard sometimes, especially for me when I was going through middle school, because during this time you don't really know who you are. You try to figure out, who you want to be, what you want to do, and sometimes it's really hard, but do whatever you feel like at the time. Like, just be who you are currently. Like, you can change because you're still like a teenager. You can just change. It's fine. But be yourself. Don't let other people try to shape you or form you, because in the end, it'll just make you unhappy, and you really don't want to do that to yourself. Tip number 2 that I have is stay organized. I cannot stress it enough. I was so messy. Like, I was so unorganized, and that actually had like a really bad effect, because I started not doing so well in my classes, and I mean, I never failed, but I started not doing as well as I could have if I just stayed organized. And it's really important, because you are in school, you're there to learn, and if you're unorganized, it's going to affect your learning and how you perform academically. Number 3 is get involved. I did not do this until 8th grade year. Basically, if your school provides clubs and sports and stuff, I'm not saying you have to do like every single one by any means, but find stuff that interests you and do it. Like, if you're interested in doing something but you don't think any of your friends are going to do it, oh well, still sign up and do it, because you're going to meet a ton of people there who are just like you and signed up because they're interested, and so you're going to make lots of new friends. And I wish I had done that sooner, because some of my best friends now I met through getting involved in like softball and through drama and stuff, and I totally wish I would have done this a long time ago, but now I'm telling you guys, get involved. It'll benefit you so much. Okay, tip number 4 is turn in your assignments. This kind of goes along with being organized, because if you're organized, you'll remember to turn in your assignments. But again, you're at school, you're there to learn, and if you don't turn in your assignments, you're not learning anything. If you don't do your assignments, you're not learning anything. These teachers aren't giving you assignments for the fun of it. They're giving it to you to benefit your education and your academic performance, and if you don't turn them in, then you're just hurting yourself. Like, it's not hurting your teacher by you not turning in your work. You're only hurting yourself. So make sure you turn in your assignments, whether it be schoolwork or homework. Okay, tip number 5 is do things that make you happy. Okay, so like, if you're gonna do things like kill people or go all purge, and that makes you happy, don't do that. Find a better release. But like, if you enjoy riding or doing sports or stuff, make sure you do that. Don't let others try to like bring you down, because it doesn't make them happy that you're happy. Like, for example, I like making YouTube videos, so I make YouTube videos, and I also like writing and drawing and all that fun stuff. So if it makes you happy, then that's all that really matters, because like, because I did this, I for a long time wasn't really happy, because I was trying to hang out with people who didn't like what I liked. I was just trying to like be popular. I was too focused on it. And it ended up only hurting me, because I was like unhappy with myself. And if you just focus on things that make you happy, then that won't happen to you. Okay, number 6 is make friends who build you up, not break you down. Basically what I'm trying to say is make sure you surround yourself with a bunch of people who are positive and make you feel better about yourself, because like I said, I surrounded myself with a bunch of people who weren't like me at all, and they just really dragged me down, and they would always like kind of like poke and tease at me because I wasn't like them, but I was trying too hard to be. So make sure you surround yourself with people who, again, are positive and a good influence on you. Number 7 is find a favorite teacher or staff member that you trust and feel comfortable talking to. I actually had one of these my 8th grade year. I didn't really feel, and 7th grade year, 6th grade year, I didn't really have one, but sometimes, not everybody's comfortable talking, and not everybody has a school counselor, I don't think, and even if you do, sometimes you're just not really comfortable talking with them. So make sure you find like a teacher or staff member that you feel comfortable talking to. maybe like a favorite teacher, or maybe like a lunch lady that you always say hi to, or a janitor that like you know through like your family or something, because sometimes your family can't really help you with your school problems because they're not there every day, while a teacher or staff member can because they're there and they witness it and they can help you both mentally and like physically. They can help you like through your problems, and they can like if you're being bullied, they can give those bullies attention. So your parents can't do that. But just make sure you have that because they're really helpful. They're kind of like your school parents, so think about it like that. Okay, number 8 is don't let one person mess up your mind for a day or like ruin your day or trash your day. There's one of my favorite quotes. I don't know who it's by, but it says there are 7 billion people in the world and you're going to let one person ruin your day. Don't. And that really got to me because that day I was having a really bad day. I was just going through Tumblr, you know, trying to find inspirational quotes, and that one really got to me because there are so many people in this world, and if you let one person drag you down, like, just don't even go there. We're not even talking about it. If you do, just don't do it. Stay positive again, because if you reinforce yourself with all your positive friends and get involved in stuff, you won't have time for negative people. Number 9 is bring your own lunch. This is kind of weird, but everybody knows the school food's kind of nasty. Like, maybe it's just my school, but my school food is so gross. Like, I don't like my school food. And 9 times out of 10, I'll eat like a little bite of one thing and I'll still be starving. So just bring your own lunch. Like and don't bring like a bunch of junk food. Like bring something healthy. Like bring whole wheat pasta. Like if you like pasta like me, don't bring like normal pasta. Bring like whole wheat pasta. Like it's just a good op for something a little bit more healthy. And like bring juice and stuff. Like I know like at my school at least, or in my middle school, they only gave out milk. Like does it look like I just want milk? No, I want some OJ or some apple juice. Maybe even water. But yeah, bring your own lunch because you will not regret it. Okay, and my 10th and final tip is make the most of school because one day it'll be over and it'll all just be memories. Like one day we will all be grown-ups. We will be our parents. We will have children, or we'll all be running successful companies, or maybe we'll be like rock stars. I don't even know. But make the most of your school life because it'll all just be a memory, and if you're that kid that just doesn't do anything, it's kind of like a potato, you're not gonna remember that. You're not gonna have fun. So just make sure you make the most of your school career, not even middle school, high school, or elementary school. Just make the most of school, even college, because one day you won't have it anymore. So those were my 10 tips. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more back to school videos, make sure you give this a thumbs up. I do plan on doing a lookbook or something like along those lines. Not quite sure yet, but if you want to see that, make sure you give this a thumbs up and like leave it in the comments, requests and stuff for my back to school series. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see all you guys next time. Bye.